Hey y'all, Vaughn here with the Vonster Vlog, and welcome to day 4 of our Fit-Tober challenge. And my first thoughts of the day are like, oh no, am I getting bored? Stay tuned to find out. As the new and shiny of this 31-day challenge starts to rub off, I'm trying to manage my momentum forward. And I'm doing this not by measuring, even though I have taken my weight on the scale, I have taken my measurements, and I am tracking my blood sugar. That's not what I'm using to keep myself motivated, because if I base my motivation on positive results, what am I going to have whenever I regain for a day or two? Or, it's too fickle an outcome. I need to base my motivation off of putting one foot in front of the other and just showing up. And also, the second that I'm thinking about, oh, I don't really feel like it, that's whenever, stop everything, time to do our workout. Now, also, another strategy that I'm going to try to be using today is I'm still doing a 10-minute yes to next video for my cardio, but this one is easy kickboxing for seniors and beginners. It's 11 minutes and 37 seconds, so I'm going to be doing that instead of the walking workout that I had originally planned. So long as I show up, I can change the plan as much or as many times or however I want to or need to. And that's very invigorating for me, considering every 3 or 4 days I'm probably going to need to mix things up just to keep myself interested in showing up. But why not? Why not make it fun? Why not make it, whatever it needs to be? Historically, I think, like for myself, my personal history, historically, on like day 4 is usually where I drop off, because I'm like, we've done pretty good for 3 days. We deserve a break, an off day. I don't believe in off days. Not anymore. They let me down too many times. Like, we gotta keep going. Okay, I immediately regret that statement. I do believe in off days, but unless I'm ill, I don't take one, because getting up and moving for 10 minutes, that should be like a bare minimum that I meet anyways. And so it's like there's no amount of, I shouldn't be working myself out so hard on the daily that I can't manage a 10-minute, lock in place. You know what I mean? Y'all, that kicked my butt. That kicked my butt grade A. I had a blast though. I think I got the zoomies like halfway through and started playing with my pants because they're very, very flowy. And whenever I step in a particular way, it like catches the air. And I was just like, oh, this is fun. And then I can't get it to happen as much as I wanted it to. So I like really, and I was having fun. I'm really, really glad that I showed up today because I am having a blast. And I just remembered, I realized I did not finish the workout. I did the 2 warm-up moves and then the cardio, so I gotta go finish the warm-up. Not the warm-up, the workout. Okay, now I'm done with my workout. So that was 4 workouts complete on a 4-day streak. It says tomorrow is upper body. This is one of those thoughts that I'm trying to weed out of my mind, because it's like that, it's gonna be awesome. Let's take a look at it. No, it's really gonna be okay. So, because it says it's gonna take 60 minutes. Oof. But there's only 12 exercises, so we're going to start again with a 10-minute cardio. Since today, all it was cardio, I didn't mind doing the kickboxing, even though it was a little intense for me, but I was going way faster than the pace that April and Iko were setting in the Yes to Next video. I was feeling it. I was channeling my inner Shalene Johnson, like back in the days of like I guess it was Shalene Extreme, that's what it was called, or like the Turbo Kick. Was that one of, I don't know, I used to do those beach body videos. Man, nothing got me motivated like beach body infomercials, I tell you what. Oh, this is heavy. My arms are still noodles from, I guess, the day 1. Yeah, it was day 1 when we did the upper body workout. But we're going to do the pull apart resistance band. I don't have a resistance band, so I'm going to be doing with weights, arm circles, that'll be fine. Ooh, banded external rotations. That'll be another one that I do with weights and gravity. Banded chest fly. Ooh, incline push-ups. Seated dumbbell lateral raise. Okay. This is going to be... Tomorrow's going to be a pretty doozy of a day, but we can do it. It's looking like it'll be the first like kick my ass week, but I think it's just because I'm 4 days in tired. But it's just like going hiking or doing anything. When you're at the base of a hill and you look up it and you know you're gonna have to get up that hill, you just take a deep breath and brace yourself and get through it. So that's what we're gonna be doing with that. I can't believe we pushed through day 4. We did it. So now for the remainder of the day, I get to do whatever the heckins I want. So, which I think is going to be live streaming on the main channel. I'm going to be working on a dragon mask a little bit more, and I'm really excited to try that out. So, like, streaming on that, though I think OBS might help. Anyways, my brain's going like a million places at once. I feel like we got a pretty good workout today, you guys. I got a little bit of a sweat on, but not so much that I feel like I need to go shower. It's fortunately, if I'm stanky, that's not going to come through on the live stream, but I get like kind of grody whenever I sculpt with like the clay, the polymer clay and stuff, and I always end up needing to shower after I sculpt. So I'm just going to be a filthy little gremlin today. But we did it. We made it through day 4. Mixing it up helped a lot. It helped me to feel excited about what I was doing, and if I can make a very positive association with what it is that I'm doing. Like, I don't want working out to be miserable, and it's gonna take some training. I'm gonna have to train myself out of feeling like my first impulse is like, oh, you like, does that make sense? Which, by the way, ooh, and I made notes and then I lost them, but if you guys are going on a Fit-Tober journey as well, you don't necessarily have to be following along with what I'm doing or anything like that. If you feel like you want to post about it, let me know down in the comments and I'll go find you, because it's y'all being motivated helps keep me motivated, which I think based off of some of y'all's comments helps keep y'all motivated, so we can just keep those hamsters running on that wheel and keeping each other motivated, because day 4 out of 31, that's the start of a new habit. We're getting it. My 2 brain cells are struggling right now. Give me like, that was so much fun though with the kickboxing. Oh, it was, I have no idea what I'm doing, but it's a lot of fun. I like punching. Ooh. Like, I start to feel like I'm getting into it, and I'm like, man, I should take like a boxing class. Like, but I think that's just how I interact with the world in general. So I have to calm myself down and be like, I don't want to quit my job and become a boxer, but I'm definitely going to do more kickboxing style workouts, because that certainly did get my heart rate up, which Santa, my husband, told me that he ordered the BitFit that I was looking at, because it was like on sale or something. It was like $28, and so we were like, okay, yeah, let's get it. But I hope it works well as a pedometer and a heart rate monitor, because that really does help keep me pragmatic about it. So sometimes my feelings are not accurate to the reality that I'm experiencing. Like, but they're definitely a lens. They're like, I'll feel like I'm doing terrible. Having something that's measured, this is how much cardio I've gotten today, this is how many steps I have, helps keep me grounded in reality, to where I can't just be like, well, I feel like I did terrible, therefore I did terrible. It's like, no, I did okay. You know, I could do better in this area, and that helps me to take that feeling and channel it into something constructive. It's the same thing that kind of documenting my food helps me to stay very pragmatic, instead of getting tied up in my feelings of like, well, I feel like I've done pretty good today, I could have a little cheat. It's like, I did that at breakfast and lunch as well, though. Like, if I document it, I can be like, I don't need dessert for the 3rd time today. Even though I did have a cookie with breakfast today. It was one that my friend Michelle made, and she makes like the best keto, like any of her baked goods, but like the keto especially is like so good. And so I had a little keto cookie with my coffee first thing, and then for breakfast, and this is another reason why I really like documenting my food. I'm not pushing myself to be 100% perfect right now. I'm just preparing myself for Nom Nom November, where I am going to be keeping, like, my goal for that month is to show up for myself by documenting all of my food. I don't even have to stay within calories. I can eat a whole bag of cereal. Not that I would, but I mean, unless it's Captain Crunch. But I can eat a whole bag of whatever it is so long as I document it. So that's going to be my baseline show up for Nom Nom November. My baseline for Fit-Tober is to show up and do something for 10 minutes. If nothing else, we did that. And I think making showing up being the habit, making documenting my food being the habit, then we can fine-tune, tailor it into, we got the habit going, let's refine it. Let's make it more efficient. Let's make it better. Let's, maybe I'm eating 3,000 calories a day. Like, I don't know because I haven't been documenting it. So once I'm in the habit of documenting it, not only will I have become very familiar with what actual portion sizes are of the foods that I eat regularly, it's going to make it easier for me to tailor it down from, well, let's make sure that we don't eat over 2,500 calories. Because it's not about restricting myself to, the barest minimums for ultimate weight loss. It's about shortening that leash, that lead on my eating habits to get myself to where, now it's sustainable. I can function there. It's, slow and steady. I hope any of that made any sense whatsoever. But I think we've done really well. Let me know how you guys are doing down in the comments and what you're up to today. But yeah, for breakfast, I remember now. For breakfast, I had 3 eggs. Now I know I only need 2. That burrito wrap was like giant. I did 3 eggs, 3 sausage links, and a carb balance wrap, and one of those burrito skins, the tortillas, the carb balance tortillas, and then 1 slice of melty cheese, and then a little squirt of some Waffle House sauce because I love it. It's just a little bit of flavor, a little bit of mayonnaise. So it was like a really good wrap. It was like juicy, but it was too much. I think I could get away with doing 2 eggs and probably 1 sausage link. Same amount of cheese because dairy products. And then the carb balance wrap is 70 calories. So it's and then I could probably do to cook with, instead of 1 tablespoon of butter, I could probably try to make do with a 1/2 tablespoon. But we'll see, because the eggs stuck anyways, to the skillet. I'm terrible at cooking eggs. We'll get the hang of it though. So that's just documenting and then giving myself immediate feedback in the moment that is not based on evening Vaughn thinking about how was breakfast, because my feelings about the day lends that tremendously, and so just documenting right then and right there here with you guys is helping me to make these little adjustments. Not every step has to be perfect, and I know that every step isn't going to be, but just making these little adjustments with every step that we take is really going to help me to get to where I'm going. And I hope that if y'all are able to cherry pick what's useful to you, it'll help you to get to where you're going. Because I don't know how many of y'all feel the way that I do with this kind of frustration at I'm kind of tired of this of weight loss and all of this just being a thing. I just want to get there. I'm tired of it taking up this much mental space. So, and I'm very excited to have replaced all of that concern over my future health, fretting about body image stuff. I mean, since At no point in my memory was my weight ever not a part of my daily thought process. I've gotten a lot better about it over the years. And what I mean by that is I don't hate myself anymore. Like I weed those thoughts out. If there's this little voice that's like saying something mean, I'm like, bitch, please. So it's just pull that weed and toss it into the compost, because it serves nothing. It serves nothing to be cruel to ourselves. And so whenever I started treating myself with respect, that it's like, would I have said that to even somebody that I dislike? No, I'd have some dang old manners and at least be polite to them. So I had to start making me be at least polite to myself, because there are kind ways of giving myself constructive criticism that do not wear down my heart, and that don't beat me down. Like, I don't need to be beating myself down trying to move myself forward. And what made me come to this, I was at my heaviest weight. I was 254 pounds. And I just remember, like, I was putting my lotion on in the mirror, and I caught myself that I wasn't having any of these, like, cruel thoughts. Like, I can't really think of a better way to put it, but it's, I saw myself needing help. And sometimes nobody can help us but ourselves. And my husband, he was there for me, and he's been fantastic. He's actually, like, the best life coach ever to me. Like, so, but I will not find outside of myself what I cannot find within. And so, instead of being mean to myself to try to make me get up and do what I needed to do, I started nurturing myself, being like, hey, let's go get you something to eat. Like, I started trying to be my own friend. And that's probably like crazy person cuckoo talk, but sometimes I'm able to be present as myself after all of this time of work. But at first, it was sometimes I needed to be in the mindset of being my friend. Sometimes I needed to be in the mindset of, like, kind of self-parenting. It's like, how would I correct? And it's really helped to be around my young nieces and, like, the young ones in my life, because it's like I would never in my life speak to them the way that I've spoken to myself in my mind. And so it's, if I see them doing something, like with their cooking and the eggs are sticking, or so, it's like, how would I be helpful to them? And let's use that way of approaching it to self-parent and self-teach, and kind of, I probably sound like a lunatic, but it's working, and I'm not gonna argue with results, because now I'm able to gently be like, no, girl, let's go, let's do this. Like, firm but consistent and kind. And I think that's what I need right now. So that's what I'm gonna be for myself. And I don't know, I think I'm done rambling. I'm gonna go do the rest of my day. But thank you guys so much for being here with me today. Let me know what you think down in the comments. And since we're doing this daily, if y'all have any questions that you would like answered in tomorrow's video, let me know, because that would be awesome. I love connecting with you guys so much. Hey to Ash, I don't know if you're watching this, but we had a commenter yesterday who is the same age as me and going, or at least very so close in age, and going on her own fitness journey. And so hey to Lola and Saki Girl, and I've forgotten Michelle. Like, there's so many of you guys. Thank you so much for being a part of this journey with me, because I'm really excited to be becoming myself again, and it's more fun with friends, I'm just gonna say. So thank you guys for being here. I'll see you tomorrow. Keep on keeping on. Mwah. Bye.